Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Carrie if you are new, and today we are going to be doing a no foundation everyday makeup routine. A makeup look that I just love to do. It's almost therapeutic for me to throw this on in the morning and it just always looks cute. I think the most important thing before you even crack open a skincare product is to prep the skin just with a really good moisturizer. Like 15-20 minutes before I'm even going to sit down and do my makeup, I like to put on a nice hydrating gel cream. There's two that I absolutely love. One of them is the Madagascar Centella Hylucica Moisture Cream. This is the one I used today, but the First Aid Beauty Hydrating Dewy Gel Cream is just as good. Like if you want to glow, just pop one of these beauties onto your skin 15-20 minutes before you do your makeup, let it sink in, and then go in with the makeup product. When I'm not doing foundation though, I like to go in with a little concealer combo. So I'll go in with a lightweight serum concealer first. This one is from Lancome, and then I'll put a pink color corrector around my nose and a little bit right under the eye, just to really brighten up the center of the face because that's what we want. My favorite color corrector is the one from Kosas. And before we blend that out, we're going to let that dry down because we want to maximize the coverage. Anytime I used to do no foundation makeup, I feel like the bronzer would always look super patchy, but that all changed when I really taught myself how to prep my skin well and to learn how much product I actually needed. Like when I'm not doing foundation, sometimes I have the tendency to just pile on a ton of heavy, high coverage products. But I have learned that putting just a little bit of a blendable, lightweight, liquidy bronzer like the Say Do Bronze, and then really just blending that out, focusing on pushing it into smooth, hydrated skin, gives me the most natural, the most seamless kind of makeup look that I could hope for. And I prefer gel creams under this type of makeup because I feel like they really don't pill. They kind of just become one with the makeup products, so your skin still looks like beautiful glowing skin. Because I learned to do makeup in the 2016 Instagram era, I feel like I had this tendency to really pile on product, not just like a lot of steps, like a lot of each individual product. When I switched over to using brushes instead of sponges to blend out my makeup, I was using a lot less product because the brush isn't soaking up as much product as the sponge is. So as a result, you need less product and it just looks lighter on the skin. The concealer is probably the heaviest product that I put on my face, and blending her out with a little fluffy concealer brush, she's just flawless. I want blush, but for every day, I don't want it to look crazy pink. And Makeup Forever just released these color crayons, and they're in a lot of the colors that their lip liners are in. My favorite is the shade Wherever Walnut. The shade has that nice brownie pink tone that just looks gorgeous on the skin. Like it matches any outfit you're gonna wear. It doesn't clash with like other colors, but it just kind of enhances the cheekbone. Like look at that. I feel like a lot of y'all will agree that when you're shopping for blush shades, I am always drawn to like the bright baby pinks. Like I'm definitely a pink girl. Pink is definitely my favorite color. If I could wear pink every day, I would. And don't get me wrong, while I absolutely love a baby pink blush for an everyday look, like a nice little mauvey pink tone hits absolutely every time. And when I say I like to overblush, I like to go in with a thin layer all over the cheek, and then I'll do this little dot and just blend it upwards so that that upper part of the cheek gets the most blush. It just kind of lifts the face a little bit. I just love a good blendable cream blush. For powder, we're gonna go in with the highly talked about Kosas Loose Pink Setting Powder. When this stuff came out, it was absolutely everywhere. I went to Sephora the day that it was released because I love a good talc-free setting powder, and talc-free loose setting powders are hard to come by, particularly ones that are actually good, that will like keep your makeup in place without looking heavy and cakey. The Kosas one does a beautiful job at just brightening the under eye, setting the concealer. It doesn't settle into my fine lines, especially when I apply it with a fluffier brush. This is actually a highlighter brush. This Kosas loose powder, as well as the Makeup by Mario loose powder, that one's talc-free. Those are my two favorite loose powders. I will warn you guys, this Kosas one is quite pink. She is quite bright, and it does add just a subtle pink hue to my under eye. Like as you can tell as I'm blending this out and pushing it into the skin, like my under eye is just slightly pink. Now I personally like that look of just a little bit of a pink under eye, but if you don't like that look, definitely go for the Makeup by Mario one. That one is purely brightening. I use the Makeup by Mario one more when I do like a full glam, but when I'm doing like an everyday no foundation look like today, this Kosas is perfect. I like the little pinkness under the eyes. I think it looks really pretty. When you start paying attention attention to makeup ingredients, it's kind of crazy how many of them contain talc. And one of the talc containing products that I never wanted to give up was my Makeup by Mario bronzer. So when I saw that Mario updated his formula to a talc-free powder bronzer formula, your girl was excited because I have a cool toned fair skin, and a lot of bronzers, they pull orange on me, and I tend to look kind of crazy if I don't have the right tone. But the shades of these Mario bronzers are just beautiful. Like, it looks like I spent all day outside, but it's literally just bronzer. If you've seen my shorts, you've seen me use this RMS Maiden's blush literally like every day. Nice, really pretty baked shimmery blush, and when you pop that over wherever walnut, look at that cheek. Bronzing is super popular right now, like using those brownie blush tones, and this, yeah, we like her. This is the perfect little like powder blush to do it with. Everyone's spending their money on high-end mascaras. You need to get into drugstore mascaras. This one is from L'Oreal. It's their Paradise Big Deal Mascara, and it is my favorite. You get length, you get a little bit of volume. It just makes the lashes look divine. I always have a tendency to overthink my lip combos when the simplest ones are literally the best ones. I like to try to match my lip liner to my blush, so I did like a nice mauve-y blush, so we're gonna do like a brownie lip liner. And to soften her up, we're always gonna smudge her out. I have been using Huda Beauty's Sandy Beige literally all the time because I love the look of a brown lip liner, but some of them can be a little bit too harsh, and with this one I find that it has just enough of like a pink neutral tone in it where it doesn't look too aggressive on the lips. It kind of just defines them, makes them look a little bit fuller. Like, you can actually see my lips now. And then we're gonna top that off with a clear gloss or a clear balm. This is the Edam Lip Balm. I love that this has the metal applicator. It's cooling and it just feels really nice to apply the product to the lips, but like, look how shiny she is. Like, just 2 products and the lip combo, she's done. And that is the final look. This is my minimal no foundation makeup that I could literally do every single day because I just love it that much. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Love you.